Got Bass 2 on Best Premium TV on here.
What's up? It's Nas.
It's your boy Bahari. What's good with y'all?
It's your boy Robbie. What's up?
Alright, we the Ether Network. And yeah, shit, let's answer these questions though, man.
Alright, so what made you start the Ether Network, bro?
So, right around the time I stopped rapping, like I had a vision to create like just a podcast. It was just gonna be the Ethernet podcast.
Okay.
And so we just gonna talk about, you know, shit like how Joe Budden and them talk about shit like that. Cause I've been studying podcasts for like years, like 3 years, whatever. At work, bumping these shits, just listening to shit, studying. So then I'm like, I want to start my own shit. I don't really want to rap no more, cause that lifestyle is tiring, and it's like, it's not a waste of creativity, but for me it was, when I could do so much other shit in my, you know, with the time that I'm using to go to the studio. So I was like, I'm about to start somewhat of a media company. And the Ethernet podcast eventually turned into the Ethernet, the Ether Network.
Okay.
So with the Ether Network, it was like 4 of us. And then, it was 3 of us actually. And then we linked up with Nas because he came on the podcast one of these days.
Okay.
And then from there on, it was just like, all right, bet, this is the team. You know what I'm saying? The 2 other people kind of fell back and shit. And then me and Nas kind of like fathered in like a new age of this company, and we just called it Ether, ETHR, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what made you like pick these 2 right here? Like, what about them stood out?
It's just, you know when you're in good company, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When like, you got an idea, and the nigga not like, giving you weird looks and shit with the idea. It's like, oh word, I was kind of thinking that too. Or, you know what I mean? It's confirmation. So you link up with somebody with like who like-minded, but so different to the point where it's contrasting ideas, but they all work together.
All right. What made y'all want to come out, be a part of the team?
Well, like for me, it was because I've been chilling in, you know what I'm saying, linking with Hari for a minute or whatever, a few years now. But like when he was rapping towards the end of his rap career, you know, he had this plan like he wanted to come out a certain way or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'll help you out with it, you know. And at first, like we had launched some shit called like Free Lunch Media.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the plan was like he was gonna be the main artist on the blog at first. Like we was just gonna push his shit, you know what I'm saying? And like when he was gonna put his album out, we was just gonna do crazy marketing and all that shit through Free Lunch for him.
Okay.
So to just boost his, you know, views, get him noticed out there or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, he had decided he didn't want to rap no more, so that was like, alright, that's out of here. Then he was like, yo, like, I want to do this blog shit. So niggas had came up with Cachet, Catalog, there was a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, Archive, all of that shit.
And it was like written interviews, you know what I'm saying? Like I was posting fashion stuff and like doing written reviews, like shit like that. And that came to an end because it was like we just got too much. You know what I'm saying?
It was just too much subsidiaries. Was, you know what I mean?
So then that got wiped, and then he was thinking about going to the Navy.
Was the Navy?
I was about to on some shit. But,
so,
you know what I mean? I ain't
you
going.
know, during that time, everything was kind of shut down, but like, he was still like thinking of shit or whatever. And he had came up with the Ethernet, and he started the podcast with Edwin and Rob. And he started doing that with Don. And I think you guys did like 2 episodes, right? 2 or 3 episodes. And then one night, Don couldn't make it. And he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we was cool. He was just like, yo, you want to come on the podcast? I'm like, yeah.
Alright. You want to talk about what made you become part of the team?
I mean, I just, you know me, I'm always like watching the scene and everything in the city, period, like for the longest. And I've seen like a lot of their content came across my timeline. So I just was like, hit them up like, yo, I'm trying to pull up, like intern. I just was trying to add to the creation and help build or just play the background. And he told me to pull up one day, and ever since then I've just been rocking with him.
So talk about some of the service you guys provide, because I know you guys do like podcasts, you do music videos, I see you designing. What else do you guys provide?
So Hari does most of like the 3D design and all of it. Like he does all that shit. Right now he's doing all the videos and whatnot, editing that, chopping it up, the podcast, chopping that up. but like mostly what I help him out with is like writing scripts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you guys did do the movie. Yeah.
Coming up with ideas for like videos and shit. Like if he has designs, he'll ask like, "Yo, what you think? Da 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 da. Like, what should we do with this?" You know what I'm saying? I help with like the business plan, the marketing plan, shit like that.
Fact.
Alright, I know because one point in time I said you guys are similar to like Noisy, and Bahari disagreed with that. Why do you disagree with that? Talk about that. I seen like it was kind of similar, but he was like, no, it's different.
It's different because like Noisy is when you think of Noisy, you think of like you know what I mean, just the regular. It's like Complex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a standard music media company, whatever. The Ether network though is like it's ETHR, but it's entertainment, technology, human resources. So we got an entertainment sector, and that's, you know, the Ether network and shit, where that's podcasts, films, music videos, docuseries, documentaries, and such on. But then we got technology, where as in the future and shit, we're gonna start pushing out like clothes. We're gonna start pushing out like things that you can use in your house. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like fucking umbrellas or whether that shit is like a fucking fort. You know what I'm saying? Furniture, yeah. So it's like we are kind of like Noisy, but we're like the whole Vice as a company, but we're more like Vice mixed with Apple, mixed with like Donda, and, you know what I mean? So we just like everywhere type shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like our idea is to like push the culture forward, but we really want to like shape like, oh, people dress like this because of Ether. People rap like that because they heard this type of sound curated on our channel. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
at first, when you first started, you guys were doing like a lot of blog posts and stuff like that. So what are certain topics you guys would attack? Like what would you guys post about?
We would do interviews, just written interviews.
Just written interviews?
Yeah, I didn't really want to be like a journalist in the sense of breaking stories or talking about like, you know what I mean, the shit everybody be talking about, because I really don't be with the antics or trying to gain clout from talking about what's popular and shit. Yeah. Like we like our anti-popular culture podcast, but we talk about some pop culture shit. But I didn't want to be like, you know what I mean, a nigga like, oh, R. Kelly did this, but write about it. Like
the company's like very artistic.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like we kind of go against the grain.
I know, because a lot of times, like, people like us, I'm a journalist myself, right? So my job is to grab people's attention. So why do you guys go against that?
Because it's like
on topic. Because with academics, right? He started doing the war in Chirac, and he was grabbing people by the tail, like somebody got locked up for murder, and I was like, who? 16? You clicking on that? Why you guys going against that?
Well, one, because like my thing with DJ Academics is he kind of like is a clown. He's like a meme of himself. You know what I mean? He's a meme. Like he's one of those people where like, all right, you got a lot of followers, but you don't have no integrity. You don't have no principles, and you don't even know who your real like audience is, because you're just trying to grab everybody's attention, and so that could backfire on you. So us, we like, this is what we stand for, and these are the people that we're targeting, and eventually people gonna get with it. They're not gonna be on some like, you know, we're not trying to have everybody just watch us at one time. We want that shit to be kind of like
a solid fan base.
Exactly. And it gotta be slow. It could be fast, but usually things that's fast get burnt out quick. So we want our shit to like be, it's not microwavable. It gotta take its time, you know what I'm saying? So
stay authentic.
Yeah, we're not trying to do like no you know, like, I don't know what you call it, clickbait. You know what I mean? We're not really trying to do clickbait like that. And I don't have nothing against tabloid culture or clickbait, but
yeah, because there's nothing wrong with it. We just like, we trying to be in a different lane. Like we're trying to start like a real like incorporation.
Yeah. And I don't, like, me personally, I've never been the type of person to like just hop on a bandwagon. So my thing is, it's like everybody could be doing that over there. I'm gonna be over here. And eventually niggas gonna have to walk my way because they're gonna see how much fun I'm having.
Alright, so you talk about somebody walking away. I know there was a post on Facebook about somebody not wanting, like, they didn't think your music was $150 valuable. Talk about that.
That situation, I don't even really know the person or whatever. I don't really pay too many people mind, especially people who not really supportive. So with that situation, it's like, I charge what I charge. Yeah. I work for myself. Like, I literally don't have a job.
Yeah, you quit.
You know what I'm saying? They fired me. Yeah, I'm not ever going back to 9 to 5. So it's like, I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have. It's 2 people in this house. We gotta have a full fridge every week. I'm not about to charge fucking $20 for a music video just because you get X amount of plays and you think that's cool. You can have 0 plays, I still need the money. I could shoot a music video for you right now. Shit could get 10 views. As long as I got fucking $500 from that shit, I'm cool. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now I ain't doing it for the money because I love to create. But at the same time, artists, we need to be compensated for our work and our time. And that's the only way to look at it, honestly.
So talk about some of the goals you guys have with this. Like, where you guys want to see this? Where you guys see yourself within the next 2 years with this?
So in the next 2 years, really, like, because our company is really growing faster than people think. So right now, we'll post a podcast. We'll get like 50 views in a week. That's not that much. In 2 years, I'll expect that to either be 500 every time we drop or 5,000. So in that time frame, I want us to have like clothes and shit, like, cause I'm not against no fucking like designer high fashion shit, but I don't buy a lot of that shit because I see myself wearing the clothes I made. So I want us to be like designers and like fucking, we out here making movies and shit, and we selling our movies to like big corporations and they buying the scripts. And in 2 years, I want us to be like that. I want us to have customized shoes out. I want us to have like fucking, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Just different opportunities to work with other brands that you wouldn't think we would work with. Like how Supreme be. Like Supreme will fucking do a collab with probably like the niggas who make tissue paper roll and put Supreme on it and wow, that shit sound mad. I want us to be like that. I want anything our name to be, you know, a brick, exactly. And I fuck with that company because it's so innovative in that way. Like I want people who got brands and shit, like even Wegmans, because I do want to work with Wegmans. I want like Wegmans to hit us up like, yo, y'all could use our name for merchandise bad. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be the it type of company. Like we're gonna be like Supreme and Apple together type shit.
Okay. So we talked about writing scripts, right? What are some of the stuff you write in your scripts? Like, what's your mindset when you write in the script?
I feel like when we link up to write scripts or whatever, when I'm writing by myself, it's just like, I don't know, it just comes naturally. Like I feel like for me, I have to write, you know, just like as if it was my day that I'm thinking of. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it just because like my mind be so creative. Like I just think of shit like, because I'm such a movie nerd. I just think of a bunch of shit like.
All right. Before you finish, what are some like directors that influenced you, or like some movies that inspire you when you write scripts?
Directors like Quentin Tarantino.
What about this style?
Like Quentin Tarantino, I like how his films like they so raw and like edgy, like they so uncut, like they
exactly. I was about to say, like he don't ever cut.
It seemed like real life shit, like if it was to be in that situation, like it don't seem too fake, it don't seem too unreal.
Yeah, it's a real realism.
And I feel like I take a lot from that, but I don't try to bite. You know what I'm saying?
Just use it for inspiration. I fuck with Spike Lee's one of my favorites, but like he would be like the sixth man for me. I fuck with who I fuck with?
He's a sixth man.
I fuck with Spike Jonze and shit. He directed a movie called Her. It's a movie about a nigga falling in love with Siri, basically. Like but it's a beautiful movie. I fuck with Wes Anderson. Tom Ford, he's a designer, but he makes movies. It's just amazing. What's old boy name? The painter nigga. Andy Warhol, he's a painter. Yeah, but he's the actual film director too. Or he was, you know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorites. Shit, who else? I like, what's the nigga who directed Belly? He's a music video director too. Hype Williams, yeah. That nigga work is amazing. Like, color palettes and how people shoot certain scenes and the concepts they come up with is like what I look at when I like create movies and shit. Even when I do music videos, I'm like, the colors have to be on point. I have to do this angle this way because I see everybody locally just shoot in front of the artist and they don't take their time to. I be on the floor with the camera like, yo, you gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to push the shit further and not do no regular shit like everybody, you feel me? So, but you know what I mean? I can name a whole bunch of movies. Like, us three probably can name a plethora of movies and it'd just take up the whole interview, you know what I'm saying? For real though, but yeah.
What about you?
I'm, you know, Picasso, he was a playwright. Like, he did, like, plays. Steven Spielberg, North by Northwest is one of my favorite movies. Came out in like the 60s, black and white, but it's a real good movie. Like, F. Gary Gray, one of my favorite. He did a lot of action movies like Law Abiding Citizen. I think he did Negotiator with Samuel L. Jackson. George Lucas, obviously. Walt Disney.
Yeah, that's a fact. Can't miss
Just a
on
bunch
that.
of it. Like, so I just like a lot of Donald Glover too, because he got a lot of shit that I like that surreal realism type shit. So.
Yeah. Alright, so like I know we all from Rochester, right? You guys all been here for like 5+ years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how you guys feel about the scene here as far as like whether it's skits or music, like just the industry, the entertainment industry?
I feel like right now, it's really good right now. And I feel like there's a lot of tension like on the social media between a lot of people. And I feel like people just need to like just chill out. You feel me? Like everyone's doing good, everyone getting a little bit of money off what they doing. Like just work and stick to what you're doing. And, like don't be trying to talk about people too much. You know what I'm saying? Just stick to what you're doing.
Because this is one side to the city. You could say status and everybody getting their feelings.
Yeah.
But nah, it's like Nas was saying. It's literally like doing great. Like it's a growing economy. Like it's not just niggas just rapping.
I'm proud of everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Personally.
Yeah, facts. And it's like we have music video directors you can go to. Like we have fucking mad rappers. We got singers. We got comedians, stand-up comedians, niggas who making movies and shit. Niggas fashion designers. Niggas our age doing this shit too, not just the older niggas. Exactly. So it's like shit is really looking up and shit. And our city has like architecturally, it's starting to look good too. Because if you go downtown every couple months, it's something new popping up, like a new bar, a new restaurant, whatever. Shit for like niggas who not from here to come here and be like, oh shit, y'all got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Niggas could be like, damn, it's dope scenery, and then he might come across somebody who is in tune with the scene, and then you know what I mean, it might be me or some shit. I might be like, yo, shit, we got mad rappers here, just YouTube da 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 da, and then you know what I mean, they find all of our platforms. It's really that good to
and
where
now people got views, so when you show someone something, they'll be like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we got Hip Records. We got like Ness. He just went. He got gold, platinum.
That's his on Wayno's Instagram.
Yeah, Wayno's
from fucking Everyday Struggle. Wayno has Ness on his Instagram.
He mentioned him in an interview.
In his highlights.
He's like, I think he manages Ness and stuff like that.
Oh,
never knew that. Yeah. Because if you go to his Instagram page, you got Ness, like you know how you do the like story highlights. You got Ness, you got TJ Porter, so stuff. That's only going up. And you got guys like Luau making World Star, like Dini, Snatcher, doing consistent 100,000.
Jada Blue though, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jada Blue,
you can't forget about the women though, you know what I'm saying? They doing their thing too. So everybody, like you know what I'm saying? We have a market where like we have a fresh vision. You know what I'm saying? Like. Once it's like that, it's like, all right, now we really got some shit here. I know niggas from the city who don't live here no more, who live in LA, and they personal chefs for celebrities, and these niggas like stylists for people and shit. Like
Ishmael Raps.
Yeah, exactly.
Celebrity fitness trainers.
Fucking, what's Ishmael Rap brother?
Jeff.
Jeff is like a personal trainer, live in LA, got his own gym in LA.
He dating Nikki Heaton.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what?
So it's really like it's talent out here, there's money out here, there's culture out here. It's like shit is really popping. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna get better too.
You just gotta stop hating. Like people gotta stop hating and start supporting.
And that shit probably
get. And I'm like, do we praise Atlanta for so much shit, but we don't praise Atlanta for the fact that they could come together, like, and they could help one person blow up, and that person will pull another person up. Now everybody blowing instead of just being like, oh, I want to be better than you because I want everybody to look at me.
Yeah.
When it can still be like that if you help out the next person. So.
You guys have like any favorite artists from here? Like any like fashion designer you guys prefer? Or
I fuck with Chizzy heavy. I fuck with Sinatra's. They make good music and shit. I fuck with Trees Da Vinci. I fuck with Flames Down League. I fuck with Denny. I fuck with Scum. I fuck with Bremo.
Shy the Realist, Negus.
Shy the Realist.
I'm a big Wink fan, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Wink, man.
I fuck with Ishmael.
Yeah, Ishmael definitely. He got hits. Like,
I fuck with almost everybody, to be honest. Like,
yeah, like it's
Lil West doing his thing. His shit hard.
I fuck with Scum, Bremo. My boy Elijah Skater make crazy beats, so if anybody need beats, hit that nigga up. Who else?
Elijah underscore.
Well, I fuck with 14K too, because you know what I mean. Like he's on the
boy.
channel and shit more than once, so he like, you know what I mean. You manage him, so
He's
it's like
hard,
you family and shit.
Like he real hard.
Who else? Ishmael Raps is one of those people. Fucking K Lee is one of those people. Beachwood Chase, Geo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole bunch of people, especially any artist from Beachwood I fuck with. Really, everybody else do anything I fuck with them too. But you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a group of people who don't really get the light on them and shit. Definitely. So I like to shout out them people because we know who everybody else is, but they still doing views and numbers, but they don't got the light on them.
Alright, so you said you manage an artist like 14K, right? What when you manage an artist, what makes you want to choose this artist to be managed?
Well, I gotta see like the passion. Because it's like if you don't have that, like there's no point of trying to like get you to places where you need to be. Like you're a very like overzealous person, and people look at that as bad. Like, oh, you too like passionate, you're too sensitive. But as an artist, you gotta be sensitive about something you feel or create. You feel me? So they gotta be passionate about it. I feel like they gotta have the want and the ideas to want to push their stuff further, and gotta be open to like criticism. Like, how could I make this next step to greatness, or how could I get there? Who should I link with? And they gotta have the ear and the eyes to pay attention to other people doing other things other than them, and instead of hating, try to see how they could get to that next level like how they are.
So one like the most popular videos on your page is like the Fresh Vision documentary. Talk about that. Like talk about what you learned and what you did that day, because everybody was talking about that. So talk about how that came about.
One day I was just chilling and shit, and I wanted to like do a docu-series where I just shadow like cameramen and everybody.
Oh, you did Ethr bars too, yeah.
Yep. So his was a little different, but you know what I mean? Like I had a Fresh, and I'm like, yo, I want to come through do this little vlog or whatever for you. And then from that vlog, it just was so many people around and so much content. I'm like, nah, this shit about to be a documentary. Like, so Jada Blue is there, Fresh is there, the Sinatras is there, Tyrek was there. Mad niggas is there with so much energy in one room and shit. And so, like, I was just watching everybody create and just, you know, live in the moment and shit. And Fresh was, you know, he said mad different shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Fresh got, like, some camera time, because you don't really see Fresh on camera. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's important because he has a character to him, so you need to see him on camera. Because niggas just know him from the videos and his Facebook posts or whatever. So I wanted to bring light to how he actually is, so niggas could see him. Personally, he told me and shit, like it don't really matter the camera you got, you know what I'm saying? It don't even matter the lens you got. Really, it's about the creative and what you got right here and shit. So that's really what it is. He let me use his camera and shit. I didn't even know how to really operate the shit, but...
So you using his camera to the other documentary?
I was using both. I used my Nikon D3T200, and I used his camera and shit. And like, you could tell the difference and shit, but like, I was really just learning how to like make both of those like cameras like look similar and shit. So, but I learned all that shit from just like being in that atmosphere. You know what I mean?
One thing I did see, like a lot of people don't got like, it's hard, like it was a compliment to me, is you got an app. Talk about that, how that came about.
I always wanted to make an app and shit.
I got it on my phone right here.
Lit. Word. So I was like, I don't know, I'm just like, cause I'm coming from the mindset of, yo, we not fucking complex or noisy. We like Apple, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need an app. We need fucking software. We need, you know what I mean, da-da-da-da. And I was learning how to code and shit. I'm like, nah, we about to make an app. Like, fuck that shit. We about to compete with Netflix and Hulu, you know what I mean? Like, we not in it to just be some niggas on YouTube making a podcast. Like, we trying to really, like, be them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 3 of us right now. 2 5 years, it might be 300 of us, and you know we'll be the genius executives, but we'll have employees geniuses. You know what I'm saying? So
we're trying to create jobs and shit.
Exactly.
For people. That's the thing. Like, we're trying to create like industry in Rochester with this.
Exactly.
Well, you see, create industry in Rochester. Where else would you want to go with this? Like, what place would you guys go international? Like different countries?
Tokyo or some shit. London, Paris,
man, we
Atlanta, LA.
Crazy aspirations for this company.
Toronto. Man. Those are the cities I really fuck with, like Seattle too on some shit. Rochester would be like the headquarters though.
Yeah, you know, we gotta have something here because you know, like here. Kodak used to be the thing, but like Kodak's kind of gone now. You know, it's still around, but it's like the stock is nothing.
And also, it's like with the app, I'm like, if I make this app, niggas gonna have to take us serious. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if our fucking podcast get 20 views. We got
you
an app,
want to check
my
it
nigga.
out? Like, yo,
yeah, you know what I'm
app.
saying? Like it could be 20 niggas watching. Those could be the 20 views, but those 20 people have this one app.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's more impressive than a nigga like, I got, you know what I mean, X amount of views, but you don't own none of your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's way more impressive than that regular shit. So that's why we made the app. You know what I mean?
Alright, we about to take it away from like the Ether. What do you guys do on a regular basis? Like what do you guys do in your fun time? When you guys not
Shit,
doing
I can
this?
answer that.
Like,
I don't have no fun time no more.
You should, but
like I'll be at work, you know what I'm saying? I work a regular job still, you know what I'm saying? But really, other than that, like I just be thinking of shit, you know, to create for the network. Like,
I know I be at work. When I be working my 9 to 5, like I can't do this for the rest of my life. I be thinking this
nah, for real, like,
But
I should be working to save it up.
It's like, you know what I mean?
It
You're
just
best.
quit.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Niggas hit you up to do interviews,
Yeah.
bro. You could, you know what I'm saying? You could really, you don't need a job.
Yeah, you
None of us in this room
you
need
the
a
Say
job.
Cheese of the town, man.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
You the Vlad of the town, like you the one that should be. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't have to be working
Exactly.
9 to 5. That's the thing that we trying to fight for. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like people shouldn't mind paying.
Like I feel like
exposure.
I don't like even when I was talking to one person, I forgot who it was, but I was talking like if I had somebody working for me, I don't want him to feel like a worker. I want him to feel like a boss. Like we partnership. And I feel like a lot of times, bro, when you feel like a worker and stuff like that, bro, and you want to work and stuff like that, it's like damn, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I rather have if I have somebody working for me, I'd rather be like it's a partnership. Like yo. You say what you gotta say what's in your mind, bro. Make your decisions.
But that's the situation here. Like at first, Rob was the intern, whatever per se. Then I'm like, we officially brought him onto the team, and then we was like, all right, let's come up with our roles and our labels.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, fuck that. We all geniuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Rob is a genius. I'm a genius. Nad's a genius. Like we all geniuses.
That's what I was like.
You know what I mean?
The way you should look at it is like he knows people you don't know. You know people he don't know. If the more you guys combine together, like that's networking. That's why I be telling my friends and stuff like that. Like when you guys do like songs or you guys do skits, collaborate. Tell people, put people in. When people feel included, they tend to support more. Like say for instance, like when Chase Bands was handing out his CDs and stuff like that, everybody checking. Oh, Chase Bands gave me his CD. I'm gonna go listen to. I know Chase Bands. Now his music is booming. That's why he's the most booming like artist right now and stuff like that.
In my free time though, like to get back on like topic and shit, it's really though I watch like Netflix and shit now. Before like you guys know, I never used to watch shit. I used to just be chilling. Like I be watching Netflix though a lot.
I probably got this nigga into that a little bit.
Well, nah, you and Zaria, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't be having time to sit down.
Yeah.
And I used to watch Netflix, but I'd never like take some shit in. I'll be like, all right, bet. Let me go think of some other shit to do. Or let me go to sleep. You know what I mean? Some other shit. Now I'll be watching Netflix. I'll be on YouTube and watch Joe Budden podcast, Brilliant Idiots and shit, Breakfast Club. Other than that though, I be listening to music and shit. Like I listen to Griselda, but I listen to a lot of old music and I listen to like a lot of indie rock. So I gravitate towards those three. Other than that though, in my free time and shit, I go to the gym. I be just breathing, you know what I mean? Just living.
Oh yeah, like I do jujitsu.
Yeah, that's
shit,
some next level shit too.
I don't really be talking about too much that I do. Like I don't know. I'm a mysterious type nigga.
Word. Oh yeah, man. Oh, I read too. I got a whole like library here and shit. That's what niggas be doing.
Yeah, they said you want to hide something from black people, you got to put it in the book. That's where a lot of things.
That's a fact though, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I hate reading, bro. Especially if it's about something I don't like care for or interest. Like it's just like how you say you don't like watching YouTube videos. You just like playing around with stuff. Like reading, I'm like, bro, let's get to the point.
That shit good though, man.
Yeah, that shit's
like
good.
when you read, it registers in your subconscious. Like it'll just stay there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know it really.
Makes you
until
more
just
alert
start.
and shit.
How were you guys in school and stuff like that when it came to like creative stuff? Were you guys like good?
I was pretty good in school.
Fuck school.
I went to Ethica College.
What did you study?
A year and a half.
I was.
It don't matter. Alright, I'm just
Is you recording?
So what were you guys studying in school?
So I went to Marshall and I was like good with like fucking writing and shit, like doing the journalism thing, and I did an internship with RIT and the DNC and shit for journalism. It's like the top journalism program. I was like fucking 13, 14. I graduated from Marshall at like 16, my bad. From 16, I went to MCC, and I was a cinema major.
You was 16 in college?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was a cinema major and shit. But I didn't like college, because I don't like sitting through it's like watching YouTube videos. I can't sit through 2 hours of niggas just telling me that I need to do this year. So I just fuck it, I'm about to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been rapping, but I was just like, man, fuck college. I'm about to just rap and produce full time. I don't need this shit. Same mentality I have to this day. Like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I kind of dropped out. I got mad resources from going to college those 2 semesters, but
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I tried to double major.
Right.
I did marketing, and then I did the journalism thing. But shit was just like I was type far away from home. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I don't fuck with these white people. I don't know, the vibe just be weird, bro.
College teach you a lot of shit.
I kind of wish I went to a HBCU.
Nah, when I
was kind of like meme-ish, you know what I mean? Like, you think you want to go to HBCU, but I know niggas who went and they like, man, you know what I mean? For real.
I feel like high school didn't prepare us enough for college, bro. Because I'm in high school, like, we going to college, I'm thinking all the parties. I'm watching movies. You know how you watch movies, everything certain stuff is going to go certain ways, it's going to be parties. I get to college, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm hungry. Like, I don't even care about this schoolwork. Like, I'm going with Fifi. When's my refund check coming? That's what I'm worried about.
My refund check, I did, bro. Second semester, I'm like, all right, it's over. I got this refund check. We went to New York with that refund check.
You were staying on campus? You were staying on campus?
Nah.
I was about to say, because if you were staying on campus, he got that. What? Nigga, you get like 7 G's.
Really?
Nah, I wish though, bro.
You get like 14 for the, yeah.
I got a decent amount though, but I used that to go to New York, and then like we did a show in New York, and I was like, yeah, we about to make it. And I was like, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck it. But yeah. Oh yeah, but school teach you a lot of shit though. You meet mad people. That
was the one good thing. Like when I I came across MF Scum, because I was just trying to start Best Playing TV, and I seen his like flyer on the wall, and he rapping. I'm like, I do videos. I got a network. So boom, I'm network. I mean, that's the one good thing about college. You network with people and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, but cinema taught me mad shit. Like all this shit I'm doing now and shit literally prepared me. Because I went to college and I learned a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't learn how to make movies, but we learned how to analyze movies. Yeah. So when I watch movies to this day, like, you guys are my girlfriend, I really be predicting what's about to happen because I know how to write a script and I know how the plot gonna go. So I'm like, okay, this is what's about to happen, that's what's about to happen. I understand why certain people use certain colors, why they play certain music, why this angle is that way, you know what I mean?
I'm still learning that. I'm like, bro, mm-hmm. I be watching some of my stuff. I'm like, bro, this is terrible. Do you ever feel that way?
Sometimes I do on some shit.
I feel like the old shit.
Yeah. But even that's because we wasn't behind the camera. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We had somebody else that was behind the camera.
And it was an iPhone too. Like, it was just different. Mm-hmm. It was beginning. It was the beginning.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna rewatch it even like a month from now. I'm like, damn, I should ask this or I should have said this.
Nah, I feel you.
I'm like, damn, like I'll be getting like I don't know.
I'll say something on the podcast and I'll be like, damn, I should have thought that through a little bit better or some shit like that.
Do you ever feel that way? How do you work on improving that for next time?
You just do it. You just gotta do it because if you like dwell upon the last episode, you ain't gonna be performing well in the new episode. Yeah, you're gonna be thinking about the shit you could have said in the last one. So I don't even really think like that per se. Like I'll be like, man, fuck it. I said what I said. This episode, I'm just gonna be better. You know what I mean?
You guys ever rewatch this stuff? Because sometimes I'm like, damn, I suck. I'm not watching the joint no more. I don't be watching. I don't look at it no more. But people be liking it. That's what motivates me to keep going. But you guys ever be like, rewatch it? Like I'm not rewatching it.
I be having to watch my stuff sometimes. Like my mom would be watching it. That's lit. My sister would be watching it.
It's different for me because I edit this shit.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
So it's like I done seen this shit like 100 times already. I'm like, all right, man, let's just release this shit. Fuck it.
Just put it out.
Yeah, and then like somebody else will send me some shit like, oh, that was like a good podcast, and I'll go back like, what was he talking about? Go watch it and shit. And that's pretty much it. But I don't watch it because that shit ass. I don't watch it because I edit it a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I think I do, because I be watching. Even while I'm editing it, I be like, damn, I should went over here or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though. Like you gotta let that shit speak for itself.
Right.
And shit. But I like when I do watch our shit, I'm like, damn, we really be talking. Like we like mad fluent. we got like good points.
I like your chemistry. I'm not gonna lie, I like your chemistry because when I first started doing Western TV, I'm like, I'm not coming on some academics type shit, like you feel me, just doing. But the whole time, I'm like, damn, I don't like this. I'm throwing this shit. I'm really taking like 4 or 5 times. And after I'm just like, I'm giving up. I'm just gonna do interviews.
Because you got to do the academics thing, you really got to put on an act. Because I don't feel like he really just act like that.
Academics.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he do act like that.
I don't feel like he really acts like that, bro.
On, what's that? The show, fucking Everyday Struggle. You know how that nigga act.
I don't. But that's a show though.
Bro, I'm talking about like
he gotta sell it. He gotta sell it.
He probably be chiller in person type shit. I don't know.
I think he's scary in person.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, I mean, we don't know. We don't know that nigga.
I think he's just a regular nigga, man.
He could be like that.
Weird shit.
What about somebody like Joe Budden or something like that? How you
Joe Budden is an eclectic ass man. That nigga all over the place. I think he like that in real life too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's why he works so well,
that's
though.
his
You know what I
personality.
mean? Like, I fuck with Joe though. That nigga is like, I was working at Home Depot like 2 years ago. That shit got me through all of my shifts, like listening to his podcast.
Truth be told, that's what I do.
Yeah,
bro.
for real.
Like, my shit be 4 hours. I'm trying to watch a 2-hour podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to me like I don't want you to think I work here. Just like let me.
I feel like he's real important for like the culture right now too.
He the reason why is so many creatives using the term creative, the term content, and there's so many niggas that got podcasts. You know what I'm saying? He one of the niggas.
He got niggas saying, you know, the vibe, all types of shit, bro. Like.
They demanded payment too for what they create.
Even though you guys want Complex to be like your competitors and stuff like that, but you guys ever sign a deal with them like they say like, oh, I want you part of our team or something like that?
We would sell content to Complex.
Yeah.
Like if it was like, we wouldn't sell 2 Scorpios in a podcast to Complex, but we would come up with like a dope ass idea where it's like, all right, we get 75%, you niggas get 25, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm good at reading contracts and shit, and I have a contractual agreement with one of my clients, so he teaches me a lot about like how to structure them and percentages and all of that shit. So if we was to somebody like Complex come to us, the paperwork gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? But we would definitely like work with them. We're not about to give them 80%. Like, you know what I mean? We're not about to give them our best shit either. Like that shit going on the app. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just that's point blank period. You know what I mean? That's how it would be. We trying to work with Netflix though. Trying to get the podcast on Netflix. If Netflix is like, yo, 2 Scorpios and a podcast on Netflix, yeah, every Friday.
You guys have like a certain like type of people you guys are trying to attract for your, or just everybody?
Really?
People who look like us,
Yeah.
but like people who got our energy. Cause they don't gotta look like us, but as long as you got like that genius creative energy and you like got an innovative spirit, we want you to watch our shit and like catch the Holy Ghost and take that shit somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Men and women, whoever, like, you know what I'm saying?
How you guys feel about bringing people on the podcast?
It never works out.
Yeah, it's not like people be flaking, like schedules don't really match up all the time. Like sometimes you don't know if people energy gonna be right because it's like stuff get different when you get in front of a camera.
And like we got like a Jesus and Miro type podcast, so it's like we add a 3rd person on this shit. It's only 2 seats in that chair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's me and Nas and me. So it's like I hit people up to do the podcast, but they be like giving me the runaround, like, oh, nah, I gotta do this today. I gotta, like, bro, we only do this shit like once a week. So if you can't make it today, we not stressing it, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
I know Shamar Beverly is a person that makes their appearance in the channel a lot. Talk about like how that came about.
So
I think that's her name, right? Shamar Beverly.
Mhm.
That's it, right? Yeah.
like, so we were working. No, me and Nas went to his radio show, and
You got a radio show?
on Wayo every 6 a.m. every Thursday.
I never
The
seen
Shamar's radio show.
Oh,
Yep, Shamar, yep,
Oh,
Nas.
oh.
We gonna have one soon, but
Oh,
that's neither here nor there. But we went on there, and I'm like, yo, like, you know what I mean? We could probably record this, you know what I'm saying? Put it on the channel. From there, that just took off, and it was like, man, let's do Introducing Shamar. Because, like, he has, like, his community he's trying to reach and shit. So I'm like, bet, you know, let's record that shit. Then it's like, another show got birthed from that one I did, and it was Conversations with Shamar. So now I record that, and that's gonna release exclusively through our channel and shit. So it's like I like to have like shit where when I was growing up listening to people rap and shit, it was like Odd Future, but Odd Future had their main cast, and then it was niggas who used to just be on Odd Future songs all the time and all that other shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
So media wise, that's how I want our shit to be. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we seen the nigga 14K in that interview. Oh, we seen the nigga in the music video too. The nigga was on the podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want it to be like,
Yeah,
I
I
want
know
it to
what
make
you
sense. It
mean.
gotta be like a collective type of thing, you know?
Alright. Is there anything you guys want to say to the camera before we?
Oh, shout out Innovation.
Shop Innovation.
We weren't, sponsored and shit. You feel me?
You know,
Yeah.
Shamar Beverly's brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
Dope Crew Net.
Follow us on Instagram, THEETHR Network. From there, you'll see all of our Instagrams. So that's our name on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
The Ether Network.
Yeah, ETHR.
Talk about the colors in it, cause it's a colorful thing. Talk about that.
It was just, I think one day I was like, yo, we should just like.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that.
It was
color,
like-
it just stands out.
I was like, yo, we should just have each letter be a different color. Like, I just felt like that would capture everyone's eye because like I was looking at the guest T-shirts that be coming out. And you know how they got the logo and it's like just mad colorful. I was like, yo, that's hard. Like,
I was at work too. Like he messaged me and shit. I'm like, "Bad, fuck it." And I made the logo at work. I'm like, all right.
So you,
fuck that shit.
So I see you making shoes with those colors in the like. How did you learn how to do that? Like,
it's really like, so like color theory is one thing. That's why like our color palette is the way it is. But then like I'm big into design. So whether it's like shoes and whatever, like I watched a few videos on design and learned a lot from books. Like I got an architecture book, and one of the things is like it's lines, it's shape, form, texture, and colors. So with those 5 aspects, I just started like looking up different softwares I could use to really make my design ideas come to life. One day, and a few days ago, probably I think it was yesterday, right, where I did the Air Jordan shits, and we both like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, bet I wonder if I could find a blank picture of Air Jordans or whatever. Did that shit, found the 3s because those were one of my favorite Jordans. I'm like that. But the shit looked different, and with the program I got, you gotta like do some shit called magic marker, and you gotta like kind of chroma key all the whiteness around it out. So I did that shit out, cut it out. Then I'm like, okay, what color should this be? It should be like the Ether colors or whatever. Put the Ether colors in there, and then from there on, we just kind of edited it together and shit.
what's up? I just want to say thanks for joining the Amy Best Community TV.
You know, good looks for having us on, man.
Peace.
Peace.